Hey, welcome to today's Daily Dose. I'm Eric Watson of Team Watson here in Bowie, Maryland, where our mantra is wealth, wellness, and winning. And wealth is all about promoting a wealthy mindset, a mindset of financial freedom, a mindset of being debt-free, and a mindset of being able to pass on a financial legacy to your family. The wellness is all about keeping closely in mind those things that we put in and around our bodies so we can live longer, healthier lives, which leads me to my latest endeavor group called 50 is a New 30. All right. That's a group of us who are approaching the age of 50, maybe older than the age of 50, maybe even younger, who are looking for accountability partners in their wellness journey. All right. We have all types of health and wellness gurus in that group. So if you want in that group, 50 is a New 30, let me know and we'll get you added and make sure that you have accountability partners out there to help you along in your wellness journey. All right. And the winning is all about promoting a winner's mindset, a mindset of someone who gets knocked down, but guess what? They get right back up and they continue to forge ahead. They dust it off. And they don't worry so much about the curveballs and so much about the challenges that life will present because you know those things are going to come. All right. But as a winner, you're going to face those challenges and you're going to continue to forge ahead to your goals. All right. So wealth, wellness, and winning is where you can reach us on our Facebook page, on my personal Facebook page at Eric Watson, and just let me know what you think. Let me know if you have been positively impacted by what was said. All right. And with that, today, I must say, as I say every single day, I am yet again blessed to be blessed on what is the greatest day of my life. And for those who do not know, may ask, why is today the greatest day of your life? Today is the greatest day of my life because it is the most recent occurrence where I've been allowed to get up out of bed, take yet another breath, walk amongst the living, but more importantly, share with each and every one of you. All right. So I truly understand that everyone's not able. Everyone does not have the platform. Everyone cannot share. So I am truly grateful for the opportunity to be able to share. I know it's a blessing. And my thought is, if I can touch but one person out there, if I can touch but one person out there, my job is done. So hopefully at least one person out there will be positively impacted by something that is said, hopefully be positively influenced. And I may not be able to reach out and touch them directly. It may be someone who is not on this live. It may be someone who you know personally. It may be someone that you can reach out and touch on my behalf. It may be indirectly. All right. So with that, hopefully, if you know someone who can benefit from what is said, share it. All right. Make sure those who need to hear what is said, hear it. All right. So with that, let's go ahead and get into today's Daily Dose. It's a pretty long one, but this is a good one, and it ties everything that we've been saying all week up into one big bundle. This is by Walt Disney, and I am so grateful for Walt Disney because later on this year, I'm going to take my family on a Disney cruise for the very first time. But that is an aside. All right. Walt Disney, for those who do not know, was an American entrepreneur and animator, voice actor and film producer. He was a pioneer of the American animation industry. He introduced several developments in the production of cartoons. And as a film producer, I did not know this. Disney holds the record for most Academy Awards earned by an individual, having won 22 Oscars from 59 nominations. I did not know that. However, Walt Disney said, a person should set his goals as early as he can and devote all his energy and talent into getting there. With enough effort, he may achieve it, or he may find something that is even more rewarding. But in the end, no matter what the outcome, he will know he has been alive. It's a long one, but I'm going to say it one more time. A person should set his goals as early as he can and devote all his energy and talent to getting there. With enough effort, he may achieve it. Or he may find something that is even more rewarding. But in the end, no matter what the outcome, he will know he has been alive. Now, all week long, we have been talking about setting goals, planning, and executing to achieve those goals. And this ties it all up into one bundle, and it says it all. Now, on Monday, we talked about setting ridiculously high goals, setting those goals where people will look at you like, what is this guy thinking? There is no way. And you set those goals, and guess what? When you go out and you achieve those goals, all those naysayers will look at you like, okay, I get it now. I get it. All right. But you have to set your goals ridiculously high because, as this ties in to Walt Disney's quote here, you may or may not achieve it. All right. It says you may achieve it. But if you do not achieve that ridiculously high goal, you're in a much better place than you would have been otherwise. All right. You set a low goal. You set something that is certain for you to achieve. Okay. You can say, for the sake of saying it, that you achieved your goal. But at the same time, have you really advanced? Have you really stretched yourself? Have you really advanced as a person? All right. So on Tuesday, we talked about how you will go about achieving your goal. Will you stay with your plan? All right. So you have to go out there and not just set that goal, because setting the goal is not enough. You have to go out there and work your plan. Plan your work and work your plan, and go out, stick to the plan, and stick to it to completion. Now, again, you may or may not fail, but you'll be in a better place when you get to your final destination. All right. Go out there. How will you go about achieving it? Stick to the plan. All right. On Wednesday, we talked about plan with audacity and execute with vigor. I like that. That says just go out and put your all into it. Not just the planning, but in the execution. Plan with audacity and execute with vigor. So as that ties into today's quote, Walt Disney said, and if you can devote all your energy and talent into getting there. All right. That's the execution part. Devote all your talent and energy into achieving those goals. All right. That'll put you in a much, much better place. Again, if you set low goals, it's real easy to go out and halfway try to achieve that goal. But if you stretch yourself, if you set that ridiculously high goal, you have to stretch yourself. So you have to put a lot into it. You have to work hard. You have to go hard day after day, week after week, month after month to achieve that ridiculously high goal. All right. So again, you have to devote all your energy and talent into getting there. All right. And yesterday we talked about you create the vision, you articulate it, you own it, and you drive it to completion. All right. And that hits all aspects. You know what I mean? That talks about not only the creation of the goal, the planning for the goal, the execution to achieve the goal, but it also talks about owning it. All right. That also talks about, what you say to the naysayers, like, yes, this is my goal. I'm taking ownership of this and nobody can take this away from me. All right. But I like the way today's quote ties not only those things into it, but it also ties into the fact that in the end, no matter what the outcome, whether you achieve your goal or not, if you do those things, if you set your goal high and early and you devote all your energy and talent into getting there, you may or may not achieve it. But I like this. You may find something that is even more rewarding. You may find something along that path to your goal that's even more rewarding than the original goal that you set because you put so much time, effort, and energy into getting there. You may find something else. You may find a gem along the way. All right? But the thing that ties it all up at the end is, in the end, no matter what the outcome, whether you achieve it or not, he will know he has been alive. That's all about life. Life itself is all about the things that we talked about, setting these goals, planning, executing. You will know when you do those things, when you have something to reach for, something to stretch for, and you do those things, you will realize that you are alive when you do those things. All right. It's all about feeling that, you can't win on the sideline. And we mentioned something about that last week. And you cannot really live. You don't feel alive if you're just sitting around waiting for life to pass you by. You have to have that goal. First and foremost, you have to set that goal. You have to have something in your mind that says, this is where I'm going. This is what I'm doing. You have to set that goal and go out and execute. And you can't do it sitting on the sideline. All right. You sit on the sideline, life will pass you by. All right. So with me, I have already set my ridiculously high goal and I've shared it several times. But again, my goal is to have my business elevated to the point where it is a walk-away business with residual income that I don't have to worry about where I've already paid off the mortgage on my home, a brand new home. I've only been here for a year, right? Pay off the mortgage on my home, have enough to invest in my children's education. 3 of my 4 kids still are younger than college age. And I can walk away from my current government job and have a residual income where I don't have to worry about those things anymore. That's my ridiculously high goal. All right. And I am actually working with all my energy and talent to achieve it. I'm putting in work along with, again, and I say this every day, all my teammates. That's the winner's mentality that we have on our team. Is we're going to set that goal and we're going to go out and we're going to achieve it. We're going to put our all into achieving that goal. All right. And I know I'm going to achieve that goal. It's just a matter of, will I achieve it in the time frame that I have set? Right. So I know it's going to happen. I already know this. And I have set a goal. I've set milestones whereby I can achieve it in a certain amount of time. But guess what? Life's going to throw some curveballs. I get it, but I'm going to stay on that path. All right. I'm going to do what I have to do to achieve those goals. So I know I've been talking a while. It was a very long quote, and there is a lot in this, a lot of meat from the week that we tied into this whole thing. But again, just to summarize, we'll say it again. Walt Disney said, a person should set his goals as early as he can and devote all his energy and talent to getting there. With enough effort, he may achieve it, or he may find something that is even more rewarding. This is the part I love. But in the end, no matter what the outcome, he will know he has been alive. All right. So what about you? I want to hear about you. All right. Can we dialogue on this? Can we talk about it? Can we talk about what we've been talking about all week long? Can we talk about the different aspects of these, the planning, the execution, and in between, setting the goal, planning and execution. Can we talk about that? I want to hear from you. Where are you with that? All right. Have you set your goals? Are you putting your time and effort and energy into it? Because there is a reward at the end. And guess what? That reward may not be the one you're seeking. It may be better than what you're actually seeking. It may be something that's even grander than the goal you initially set out to achieve. That's the great part about it. So I want to hear from you. I want to know, do you have these lofty goals? Do you have ridiculously high goals, and are you going out to get them? Because again, in the end, you will know that you were alive. All right. So with that, again, you can reach us on Wealth, Wellness, and Winning on our Facebook page, on my personal Facebook page, Eric Watson, and just let me know what you think. If I can touch but one, my job is done. So if you know someone who's on here, and actually if you're on here live, just stick a 1 in the comments box. If you're watching the recording, just stick a 2 in the comments box, and just let me know what you think. All right. So 1 for live, 2 for watching the recording, and just let me know what you think, and share it if you like what you hear. All right. So with that, I want to thank all those who joined me this morning for today's Daily Dose. Penny Pruitt, thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate you. Tiffany Melton, thank you so much. And I hope I am saying your name correctly. Honor Grace Hart, thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate you. Barbara Jones, BJ down there in ATL, thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate you. Barbara McDowell, thank you, thank you, thank you. Sean Presley, thank you for joining me. Barbara McDowell said, God bless you. Amen. God bless you, ma'am. I appreciate it. And amen to you. My good friend Jeff Carter, thank you so much for joining me. Guillermo Joya, that is Mr. Crypto. Thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate you, brother. John Williams down there in Alabama, thank you so much for joining me. He is actually a dynamite guy when it comes to working with youth down there in Alabama. And we appreciate everything that you do, John. So keep doing what you're doing. Keep it up. Coy Billings, thank you so much for joining me. That's one of my good fraternity brothers right there. Hey, I appreciate you. My wife, Tammy, as always, thank you, ma'am. I appreciate you. John Williams said, good morning. Thank you for the daily quotes. Thank you for joining me. Hey, I appreciate you. All right. Papi Chulo, my cousin, what's going on with you, bro? I appreciate you. Thank you for joining me. Phyllis Dukes said, good morning. Good morning to you. And cousin Poppy said, good morning. Good morning to you, bro. And Janelle Hargrove, thank you for joining me. Another one of those outstanding business partners we have out there. Willie Richardson, thank you for joining me. I appreciate you. Penny Pruitt said, good morning. Buenos dias to you. Catherine Watson, that's my my business partner down there in the SIP with the same name. And she is the one that we're actually running with this month. She is the one that is on the path to stardom. And we're going to make things happen together this month. So keep doing what you're doing, Kathy. And thank you for joining me this morning. Pamela Davis Ungrank out of Arkansas, thank you so much for joining me. And Pamela said, good morning. And goals matter. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. You have to set your goals. You got to do it. Toya Darby, thank you so much for joining me. Lisa Love, thank you so much. Kathy Watson said, plan, execute, review, analyze, adjust, repeat. I love that. Thank you so much for your input. And that's what we have to do. You got to plan it, execute it, check, what can you tweak? What can you make better here and there? And then you have to press the rewind button and do it all again. Thank you for that, Kathy. Jay Solis, my high school classmate, Kennedy High School, Silver Spring, Maryland. Thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate you, brother. Janelle Hargrove said, good morning. Thank you, and good morning to you. Tammy, my wife, said, let's keep pressing towards our goal. I can't wait to build our business together full time. I can't wait to be done with this job that I am in as we build our business. So let's keep doing it. Let's build it big. Let's build it strong. All right. Hey, Gino Calvin, thank you for joining me this morning, Marine. I appreciate each and every one of you. Hey, John Colbert, see you join me. Thank you so much for joining me. And I appreciate each and every one of you. I love you all. And again, if you know someone who needs to hear this, share it with them. All right. Share it. And hopefully someone will be positively impacted by what is said today. All right. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and sign off. I wish everyone a blessed and prosperous day. And until we meet again, bye-bye.